For decades, when Arnold Palmer was living at Bay Hill, he could always be found in the same spot on the driving range. Now, just hours before the start of the 39th Arnold Palmer Invitational, Mr. Palmer's bag, an iconic symbol, the umbrella, sit in its customary spot on the range. An emotional Wednesday for players and fans alike as we all honor and remember the King.
Golf Central. Brought to you by Titleist.
What a day it has been at the Bay Hill Club and Lodge. The PGA Tour and Arnold Palmer Invitational Field held a ceremony on the driving range this morning, led by Palmer's grandson, Sam Saunders, and his fellow PGA Tour pros. They hit ceremonial tee shots in memory of the King. And with that, we welcome you to Bay Hill Club and Lodge, once again, host of the 39th playing of the Arnold Palmer Invitational. I'm Ryan Burr, joined by Lisa Cornwell. PGA Tour winners Billy Kratzert and Nota Begay. And Billy, not your average Wednesday on the PGA Tour. This was special today for sure. The players a big part of it. How do you feel things went?
Well, I thought they went quite well, and to have Sam Saunders kind of lead that parade of tee shots, that was pretty special. But you could actually feel the emotion of the players as they were being spoken to, interviewed on the range, and to go all the way down that line and then end it with the defending champion Jason Day. It was just a special ceremony this morning. What a way to kick it off. And I know Arnold's thinking, come on, guys, let's get this thing started.
Let's get this thing going. And yes, the emotion was apparent, and also was a wonderful opportunity for players of all ages. They were young, they were all defending champions, past champions, and players just having this wonderful opportunity to carry forward the legacy of Mr. Palmer and what he signified to the game, how he transformed our game and brought it to the masses. And so much of what he did for golf still lives right now and is embodied in how the players navigate the business of golf and the way they attack some of these courses with that sort of aggressive nature that Mr. Palmer carried into competitive golf. And what a wonderful way to pay tribute to him.
And it really has felt like a true celebration all week long, from the unveiling of the statue on Saturday to the ceremony today, and you know that it will continue throughout the week. Mr. Palmer will forever be the king, whether we're talking about it now or 50 years from now, as we take a look at some of his career accomplishments. First in our sport, 4 Masters victories, 7 major championships in all. He has 62 PGA Tour wins. That is 5th all time. He won 92 times professionally around the world and is one of 13 original inductees into the World Golf Hall of Fame.
And his legacy lives on. Designer of more than 250 golf courses worldwide, honored with more than 130 awards and distinctions, awarded the Presidential Medal of Freedom in 2004, awarded the Congressional Gold Medal in 2009.
This has been really special. All week long, players have been pouring into Mr. Palmer's office here at Bay Hill, which remains just as he left it. Today, Rory McIlroy took his turn signing flags at Arnie's desk. It's been a moment they have taken their time doing, enjoying every single moment in the King's quarters.
And Keegan Bradley paying tribute to Mr. Palmer by wearing golf shoes adorned with his career numbers: 62 victories, 7 majors, and 7 Ryder Cups.
How about Ricky Fowler, honoring the King as only he could do it? Fowler has partnered with Puma, one of his key sponsors, and wore these one-of-a-kind shoes during today's Pro-Am. There were actually 2 pairs made, one for Fowler to keep and one that will be auctioned off at the end of the week, with the proceeds going to Arnie's Army Charitable Foundation.
Steve Wheatcroft paying homage to the King, his golf bag embroidered with Arnie's Army, as everyone here has Mr. Palmer on their mind. For sure, an emotional day for fans and players alike, and that will be really the underlining story of the week. For more on today's festivities and the players' reactions to this morning's incredible scene on the driving range to honor Mr. Palmer, we welcome in Todd Lewis. Hello, Todd.
Hi, Ryan. I echo what you were talking about. It was a touching scene, and hats off to Sam Saunders, the grandson of Arnold Palmer. After he addressed everyone for being here on the grounds today, he walked over to his grandfather's bag, pulled out his grandfather's driver, and hit a shot in his honor. After Sam struck the ball, nearly 70 players, all in the field here at the Arnold Palmer Invitational, hit in sequence. For those players involved, this morning was poignant, reflective, and most of all, celebratory.
Coming here this week, obviously the sadness is of not him being here, seeing him on his golf cart, on the range, in the clubhouse, everywhere else. We're really going to miss him. But the legacy, the man, that's never going to leave us. So we're here to honor him and respect him and really cherish the time we had with him.
He was just a normal guy with us. He loved having us here. He loved talking to us. Coming down here to spending a little time in the office with him, and he keep his office open all week. I mean, I think throughout the course of the week, there was probably half the field would go up and say hello to him. And as busy as he was, he always had time for us. So, his legacy is treating guys the right way, treating the game the right way, making sure that people out here really enjoy what we do for a living, and make sure that they know we appreciate them coming out and doing that.
I was 16 and it was at the Wake Forest Pro-Am in Winston-Salem, North Carolina, and I'd always wanted to meet him. I mean, growing up for me, it was Arnold Palmer and Michael Jordan. If I just meet both of them, that would be amazing. So I was nervous, but he was so good with people of all ages. And I was a kid, and he took his time with me. I was struck by his handshake. I'd always heard about it. My dad told me to shake his hand firm, look him in the eye, and man, he made an impact on me that day, and the rest is history with me and him.
Back in the day when a lot of the guys didn't play, I was always here, and I loved the golf course, and I loved Arnie. I miss the locker room, me, Fuzzy, and Hubert, and Stadler, and the boys, we sit around the bar, have a few drinks, and I just listen to them tell stories. It's just, those memories are always stuck in my mind, and they always will be.
Besides spending a lot of time on the course here at Bay Hill, Mr. Palmer spent a lot of time in the locker room, sharing some stories and laughs with his fellow members and players. Well, I talked to a couple of the guys who worked the locker room this afternoon, Van Tomlinson and Kenny Hotchkiss, and I asked them what has been the mood since Mr. Palmer's passing, and they said it's been quite empty. However, this week, it's alive once again as players come in to laugh, share stories, and they told me another interesting story. A couple of young players came up to the bar and they said, we'd like to have what Mr. Palmer would have. That, of course, Kettle One straight on the rocks, and they said, we'll take it. So Mr. Palmer's spirit is here both on and off the golf course, Ryan.
Thanks a lot, Todd. 8-time winner of the event, Tiger Woods, tweeted this out. The most rewarding things you do in life are often the ones that look like they cannot be done. Arnold Palmer, thinking of you this week.
Very special. Well, tomorrow, Jason Day and Rory McIlroy headline a star-studded field at Bay Hill for one of the most eagerly anticipated tournaments of the year. Our coverage of the Arnold Palmer Invitational presented by MasterCard begins tomorrow at 2 p.m. on Golf Channel and continues Saturday, 2:30 Eastern on NBC. Still ahead on Golf Central, world number 3, Rory McIlroy. He let his opinion fly on Muirfield's original vote 10 months ago that kept women from becoming members. You'll hear from the 4-time major winner on this topic. Plus, it's as rough gets, but it didn't keep James Hahn from having a little fun with the sticky conditions off the fairways this week at Bay Hill.
Golf Central is brought to you by the new Titleist Pro V1 and Pro V1X. Choose the best for your game. Golf Now VIP. Say goodbye to convenience fees.